you try unapigwa stopper. Stopper is that's a very common term in this rehab environment. Stopper is either guys are brought in on stopper and then they amka woozy in the morning asking, hapa ni wapi? Yo, me told boss, hapa ni rehab. How many weza tena bana? So
I got a bit emotional at the last ending, and it's just because I just thought about somebody who this thing starts unlocking at 35. You've been hustling, you've done life right all the way until you're 33 years old. You can imagine somebody starting, you've got your family, and then now this trigger happens, and you didn't know you had generational disposition to alcoholism or whatever substance abuse that you have, and that becomes the peak of your life, and from then it's just downward.
Yep. And there's many guys like that, and you see, for the most part, society would say this guy was doing the right thing. Good guy in school, good guy, graduated, didn't touch alcohol because he was warned by parents, don't go and drink. So did the right thing, got a job. Now see, it's your own money, so you have some free will, you make a few friends, and they introduce you to that lifestyle, and now that's the beginning of your end. There's so many people like that. Even in my industry alone, the guys who did the right thing, quote unquote, and then now because usually the thing is when you make your own money, now you can make your own decisions. Like addiction haibagui, it doesn't matter when you start it. The curve for the most part is the same. Experimental. It's just now you're doing it at a different level in life. So again, I feel starting so early was a blessing and a curse. Blessing in that I'm done early, kind of. Like I feel like 30s, you're old and young at the same time. You're old in that you have enough experience to know to do the right thing because you've also done your 20s. You know what messing up is. Even if you're not an addict, just normal ebbs and flows of life. But you're young enough that there's still a lot of hope and a lot you can do with your life.
Okay.
So the older you are when it lipukas, at some point it's irredeemable. I was like at the last point of where it's salvageable in terms of having a meaningful career. Because no one's going to employ you as a pilot at 40 when you don't have...
I get it.
You have so many gaps. So I was at that last point where this is somewhat arguable. Yeah.
Wow.
So anything later, and the career is almost not there. And I say that with a lot of... I don't guys who can be like, like now in my industry. But anyway, for the greater good. So Langata at some point, so just become, I won't say I was a choke coach, no. That's extreme. But I was hand to mouth on another level. Hand to mouth, either my bro will pass by every like 3 days, buy me an uchumi sandwich. You get that thing was like
heaven.
Manna from heaven, man. And that would be enough for 3 days.
Because your stomach has shrunk.
I remember having to hold my pants up because now everything is big. Your clothes are now become big because you're starving, literally. So at some point, I think I please call me to my mzee. I told him I need help. Like I bowed, yani.
In that whole time, you didn't talk to your dad? Your parents?
I was trying to car and go, you've kicked me out, I'll survive. I'll show you guys. Naivety and just stupidity. So, so I called him. Within that manipulation of addiction, I'm also thinking about rehab. Now, at this point, I'm also thinking about rehab in terms of room and board. Food, 3 meals.
What?
Yeah, when you starved at some point, you start thinking about it differently.
How are you paying rent? Your dad only gave you 1 month's rent?
There's a part that I can't talk about.
Okay.
I kind of plugged, but we can edit that out.
Okay. No, it's okay.
I plugged for a while. So, where was I?
So you're hungry?
Yeah, he takes me. So at a point I call him, makes arrangements. So now I'm thinking it's status quo. See, you last time you went to Karen, however many years ago. See, you're going back to Karen. No, man. This time my folks find a rehab in Dumberi, Kiambu, Ndani. So very different. Not it's not that you come and have your what will you have? What's your shopping list? No. This was a mini committee of sorts.
Yeah.
With a lot of weirdly enough, a lot of goodwill. Like the owner of this place had best intentions and.
Just put your hands down and see your face.
Yeah. By the time I entered there, I was not even resisting, irrespective of how the place looked. You guy, man, I needed that. I needed a mental break from just the struggle of dealing with an addiction and just not having your basic needs apart from shelter, bana. Yeah, hunger is a different animal.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yep.
It's nasty, man.
Yep.
It's nasty because at some point you even get weak. So me, just the idea that there are 3 square meals, man. Hey. So I enter. Of course, by day 2 it starts to set in. Then now you start feeling a bit of withdrawal.
Now you're getting withdrawal.
Yeah. I drank a mouthwash, bro. I drank a mouthwash in there.
What?
Chasing a buzz, yeah.
Okay. Before, this is the second time in rehab.
Yeah.
The first time, there was no withdrawal. I asked you, that time you hadn't gotten there?
Maybe psychological withdrawal, not physical. And this time when I was in this other one, I had a bit of tremors, obsessing, like thinking, guy. And you start even imagining that gate will open and you'll be able to just go and get a quarter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this is bad.
Yeah. So, of course, now by like a week, you've kind of settled in. The withdrawals have gone.
What does a day look like? Do these guys also have a program?
Yeah, but it was a tiny place with a very high walls, mabati walls, so you can't see outside. It was like a small courtyard, like a 3-bedroom with, what are they called, double deckers all over the house to accommodate however many people you are. So it was just a house full of double deckers, and then outside there was like an area for eating and a kitchen, like a small courtyard with a tank and where you could hang clothes. So of course by a week now,
Were there other guys there?
Of course, it's a rehab.
Yeah, but
sorry.
maybe demand wasn't so high.
No.
It was.
Hey, the watus are there, man. Addicts wako wengi. Don't let anyone fool you, man. Guys are just quiet about it. Addicts are wengi, bro. And even in that place, it wasn't at I was with wanatis.
Yeah.
Okay, all walks. All walks.
There are even some guys who come from Karen. They've been told even you guys downgrade.
I ended up having a long relationship with someone from there, almost 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Chick from UCT, Cape Town. Through her own tribulations, found herself there. Yeah. So it's not that your Eric story is just one. It's 1 in a million, bro.
Wow. Okay, this is deep.
So
what does a program in this one now look like?
Everything is like you do your own laundry, you make your own bed. It's like boarding with a bit of recovery. So you wake up, again, morning meditation is a thing. They always try to create that structure. Then you'll have group therapy where you're taught about the same format. You're taught about the disease of addiction. Then you mark time. They'll give you some small project. I remember we used to loom. You know what looming is?
No.
Looming is that thing where you use cotton to make a loom. It looks like a web.
Yes.
In hindsight, they're just keeping us busy, man, like you guys. just keep burn a few 4 hours, you know.
Are you allowed to watch TV?
There was a TV,
Okay.
of course, with limited time. It was on for news.
And there were guys, it was mixed.
Do you know there's a sound that reminds me of rehab? Like local television. Dun, dun, dun. Those things remind me of rehab.
Wow.
Because that's the only time you're watching news like that, you know.
So, and this is mixed. There's both boys and girls.
Yeah.
Was the first one also mixed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This time I'm a lot older. I've picked up a lot of good and bad traits. So I'm in there by week 1. I'm like, at least I'm eating, starting to feel a bit healthy. You're sleeping the whole night. You know, some things we take for granted, you're so grateful for. Like, Yani, I can't believe I have 3 meals a day again, you know. And now me again, one thing to my own credit, I'll say I always, apart from the first one, because there are many, from this point on, I always made an effort to actually make the best of, in terms of what am I learning here, be the best guy, represent this place well, represent your family well, even if you're in this weird setting, just rise above a bit, you know. Taking leadership roles, whatever menial leadership could be, on the bell ringer. Session is over, lunchtime, you know. Life story, you talk about your life, you encourage guys, you talk to the guys who work at garage, tell them, you guys, man, you're not doing this for your folks or your loved ones. Try get this thing right, this is a chance, you know. So I always had that, but I still didn't understand what I was fighting. So this time God is not in the picture. It's goodwill and willpower. Goodwill, like, hey, me, I'm done. Hey, see, I was in Angata, I'm done. Can't go back to that.
Rock bottom.
Hey,
you know how rock bottom looks like.
Hey, Ja. Hey, Ja, Ibagui, bro. Hey, Ja will make you think twice.
It's true, though.
So I started seeing this girl there.
How long are you in this place for?
3 months.
Wow.
Hey, 3 months. It was,
Parents, do they visit at this time?
yeah, they visit. But of course, the grace is a lot less. Like, that duty thing starts to become a thing. Like, we have a Kasan somewhere in Rehab, let's visit him. Not, hey, let's go see how Eric is doing. Yeah, you can feel the difference in energy shift. I remember my old lady coming to that one, because she was not there when I was taken. It was me and my mzee. When she came to visit, I could just see how broken she was because of how it looked like. How is this guy here? How are you here? You guys have you kubalied your life to look like this, and this is where you're calling home now, you know. And I can't believe right now, when I look back, I can't believe I stayed there for 3 months. I can't believe it, and that was better than where I was.
Yeah.
You guys, you know, there was no outside, like the Mabati walls. You don't see outside for 3 months.
Do people run away from rehab?
People try. You try unapigwa stopper. Stopper is that's a very common term in this rehab environment. Stopper is either guys are brought in on stopper, and then they amka uzi in the morning asking, hapa ni wapi? Yo, me told boss, hapa ni rehab. How many ways are 10 bana? So
what is stopper?
Stopper is I don't know the English term, but yani unadungwa ndo you black out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. They have strong rooms in these places. You act a fool, you're put in a strong room.
Yo, this is like the movies.
You act a fool, you're put in a strong room, bana. Strong room, some of them even have what do you call it? You can be handcuffed. It's not really a handcuff, but you can be almost chained down for acting a fool.
Did you ever get those?
Me. I told you I'm one of the
Softy
5%. There's no time I've gone kicking and screaming. Life has always just been like, you guys, you've been shindered. This is the only option you have. Take it and just try to do your best. As hard as it's gonna be, just it's better than what is here. So I've never gone at you guys. No.
And then you've never broken rules.
Of course, when you're dating someone, you'll break some rules.
Oh, okay.
But not. I've never been a guy of drama. But drama is the order of the day in there. So the danger with also these rehab systems, I like to sensitize people, is you can end up becoming institutionalized. Yeah, where like you guys should not know something like stopper. I should not be so cavalier about how I've interacted with quote unquote mad people, but now of course there's different diagnoses. Bipolar, manic, proper schizophrenic, proper guy the whole day is telling you stories that are not there. And me, there are times that was my entertainment, you know. Like,
wow.
You just go and skis at this guy the whole day, telling you how there was a specific guy who used to sing that California Tupac song. California. I mean, bro, 3 months. You're talking about, you see the size of this living room.
Yeah.
The courtyard was somewhat this size for 3 months. You can't see outside. You can see the sky.
Wow.
But you can't see outside.
They don't want to give you hope, eh? They blocked those mabati so that you don't see.
So the justification is they want you to think hard about how you got here. And you do. You do. So in some cases, like, I can never come back here. That's the motivation.
Did you get there?
For sure, man. For sure. Like, I remember the day I left that specific place where everything looked like It's like I was in a fairy tale land, bana. Just outside. Asking my family,
You're in heaven.
I remember asking dumb question like, hey, what has changed? Like, any, kind of like, you guys just Kiamburo, relax.
Did your bros come to see you?
Yeah, they did. But they're also coming with a different tone.
Get your life together.
Hey, that kind of harshness now. It's not, you get here, no. And also, as a loved one, I'd say don't bembeleza guys in rehab too much. I noticed a lot of guys are being treated like they're in boarding school, so at unaletwa snacks. This is not what that is, man. Yeah, and that does not help you in your recovery process. Yeah.
There's a point for being firm in love.
It's so important. That's really what makes you turn your life around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you talk up,
changed, new lease on life.
Are you going back to Langata?
No, I ended up moving out to Ruaka. I got a bed sitter.
So, but when you left, you went from the rehab to Ruaka?
I stayed with my brother for 3 days.
Folks were like, you're not coming back to our house?
It was not an option.
Wow.
It's never been, even
that was the last time you lived with your folks?
Yeah. And there's a bit of a trauma to that. The home to me today still doesn't feel like home because of the way I exited. Like till today, even when I go there, even now with the wife and everything, there's like a it's a resentment I probably need to get over also.
Because you're still in the healing.
Yeah, there's it's not home. It's not home.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because I was 24, now I'm 33. Yeah, it's a long time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to your bros?
For 3 days, I get a place in Ruaka, bed sitter.
Who's paying your rent?
My mzee.
Okay.
Bed sitter of 10 G's, nothing fancy. Those stairs, uneven stairs, but at the time it was such, you're relegated to such a level where the smallest thing is so nice, and like just having a place, having sobriety in that whatever allowance I'm being given to figure out my life, now I'm not drinking it, I'll manage it. My bro gives me a job as a driver, so I'm picking his daughter and taking her to school and back.
Wow,
and I'm so happy.
Wow.
I'm so happy, man, because I think he was paying me like, what, 6 sok a day? Something ridiculous like that. But I was so content. I remember driving to go pick his car, picking her, dropping her, then having to drive back. And I just felt like a productive member of society on the up and up. The dream of flying starts to come back from...
You guy, wait. Yeah. This thing has relegated you to that.
Yeah.
This is not to say anything against drivers, but it is to say you've gone from wanting to fly to, for you, just being productive gives you joy.
Such joy, Bana. And not being a slave to the booze.
Oh, I get.
That slavery is prison, Bana.
Okay.
It's hell on earth, literally. Addicts are suffering, bro. Like you're suffering all through your life until you get sober. You're just suffering. Because it's fix to fix, and all the drama in between.
Wow. So you're looking at Langata, you're like, thank God, Yani, you've seen how bad it could
get. Man. So I told her I was seeing some girl. I want to expound on her because she has her own life now. But yeah, so I was on a positive up and up. And after like 7 months, we started revisiting the story of, okay, what did you have left to finish air school?
With your parents?
Like what? See, they've seen now I'm dropping my knees consistently. I've not had drama. And let me tell you, drama-free life, when you're used to drama life, Baka, you'll sit and it's been like, it's been 2 months I've not been to cell, or I've not had an encounter with cops, or I've not had drama. I've not had to call someone for help that's related to some BS or something I did wrong.
Yeah.
Forgive me for using the word BS.
No, it's fine.
It's nice. But you see now, again, there's no God. It's just goodwill and willpower. And that will only carry you so far.
But it's working at this time.
It's working for a time. So I rejoined air school at some point.
2000 and?
This is, I finished in end of 2016. So I probably joined somewhere mid 2015.
Okay.
So when you expire is like you need to do recurrency, like renewal of your license, which means you fly a few hours. Now all my exams had expired, so I had to redo my exams. And UK, I had some other level of conviction because I'm like, you guys cannot be a driver. It's my last chance. It was made clear that this is your last chance. There's no story really hapa. So
wow, but that must have felt good.
it felt good. I'm flying, I'm back.
You're back in a plane.
I can't believe
from
it.
Langata.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I'm flying. Exams, you guys, I got, I still leverage that even on my CV, but now we had 8 exams. I had 6 90s and 2 80s. That's how much I obsessed.
You are running away.
I beat almost everyone I know in terms of my results. Like, hey, it was now, like literally, this is make or break. The day I finished my exams, I relapsed.
Yeah. Wait, boo.
That same day, I finished my exams and I got, because exams for aviation are instant. You submit, like 3 seconds, results. You do submit, so I had my full result slip. I'm posting it in family groups. Guys are excited. They can't believe this guy has finished exams. This thing that somewhat this guy is finished. May I relapse?
Stop. they are changing my thing. I will say we're coming back.
We're coming back shortly. There's a change of batteries here.